And welcome back to episode 4 of Detailing Like a Pro interior series. On episode 3, I discussed how to clean door panels. On this one, I'm gonna talk to you and show you how to clean plastic surfaces. So anything plastic, ABC pillars, center console, that step piece that I never remember what it's called, the seatbelt buckle thing, whatever's plastic, it's basically gonna clean the same. So I'm not gonna show you every single last portion that's plastic because it's all the same. So I'll show you how to clean it with just brushes, how to clean it with an affordable steamer, and then how to clean it with a more higher end steamer. Or at least show you the difference between those two steamers. So if you wanna know all the tools and products that I use, check them down below. Now at some points it might be a little bit hard to hear what I'm saying just because I have the generator running, so hopefully bear with me on those parts. But if you have any other questions, just let me know and let's go ahead and get started on the video. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the generator running in the background. Now with this one, you always want to go with a bit more of an aggressive brush when cleaning this specific part, just because since our feet always step on this and such, it pushes down all that dirt and stuff into the material really well. So I wouldn't use this brush here, although it works good on door panels. This one is just, it's too caked onto this material. This one, same thing, it's good, it works, it's better than that brush, but again, it's still too soft. So actually, I'd probably use something like this because it's short and stiffer, but that'll take a little longer. But if you have this on hand, this is what you'd want to use. But if not, and you have a bigger brush that has stiffer brushes, you'd want to use something like that. So this is what I'm going to use on this here. So I'm going to clean this section right here, just to show you as an example. And you're just going to agitate. You want to get in between here as well. And then wipe it up, and then look at all that gunk that came out. And you can see, if there's the before and after, you can see there's a huge difference. So now I'll take it and just spray it right there, and I'll go ahead and use this brush. Now I'm not saying this one is not like it's not possible to use this brush. Like, it probably is. You might just have to work it a little longer, do a few more passes, but you can get the same results. But I'm just, giving you my experience and opinion. Wipe that down. Wipe this down. And that's good. Like, actually, is there much of a difference? No. Like, this one looks just as good as this side. But for me, just a general practice, I would just use the stiffer brush. But again, like, if you don't, whatever brush you have access to, work with that. Like, I'll use this brush here, and I'll still get the job done, guys, because it's not about exactly the tools and products that you have. That's how you use it and how efficient you are. Wipe those down, and look at that, it came out just as good. Again, same thing can be applied here, the same concept, exact same concept. You want to remove the debris, and we'll spray it on here. And honestly, you can go much faster. Like, I'm just showing you because this is a video, but one brush can't really take care of all this right here. Don't get the door jamb itself because it is paint, so you will scratch that part. But here, no worries, you can even get the other brush and work in here. Take your towel, right, clean side right here, wipe it down. See all that dirt right there? And then here, it's all clean. So again, I use this brush, I use this brush, I use this brush. All of those accomplish the same thing. Don't get too stuck on, well, I need this exact brush. He said this one, let me get this one. I use all three of these got the job done. Now here, on these controls, I'm gonna lightly spray it, and this brush is gonna be best for there, just because you have to kind of work around the buttons and you kind of want to work inside these openings, because dust has accumulated there. Like, you wouldn't want to use this. One, it's too stiff. It's not malleable around the contours or whatever, or those edges and stuff. So I'll use this brush, wipe it down. If there's a spot, like a real specific spot that needs more aggressiveness, you do that. We'll discard that towel for now. And then we'll wipe this bad boy down. And again, here's where the dry brush comes in place. There's a cleaner in there that we need to get out of. You can still floss it, that's no problem. And it's flossing like when you floss your teeth. But here we'll use our drill brush, our dry brush, and just get that cleaner out of there, spread it around to dry it out. And you see again, like I always wipe it on a towel to make sure it stays dry. And boom. Okay, boom, same thing. This one you can actually just spray and use your towel because there's plenty of space for the most part, and just wipe it down. Now, of course, this is always going to be an option to use your brush to get into those more intricate areas. I'm not too worried about this, I'm too worried about this little pocket right here. Again, because all this plastic stuff here, you can use the same concept. You're going to go through different brushes to work this, and I just got it all off with my nail, or you can just use that. So all the plastics pieces are going to be taken care of the same, because plastic is plastic, whether it's on the exterior, interior, whether it's the center console, whether it's the door panel, whether it's your B pillar, A pillar, B pillar, C pillar. It's just plastic, and these can be cleaned the exact same way. And that is now snazzy. Well, mine is this part. Boom. So when cleaning the plastic around the vehicle, you're gonna have to, again, same thing with the vacuuming, you have to look at different angles, because yes, we can look at the door panel, yes, we can look at the side piece, but then it's looking at like into the intricacies of the seats, of the floor mat, of the carpeting, of the seats, and seeing where else is there plastic that needs to be cleaned. And like on this one, you have to look around the vehicle because there's gonna be a lot of tight spaces and areas that just aren't obvious, but there's plenty of gunk and debris to clean. Whereas like if you don't fold the seat, if you don't push it back forward, like you're just gonna completely miss it. So you need to make sure you're looking all parts of the surface of whatever you're cleaning and see what else needs to be cleaned. So now with this part, there's definitely plastic, right? So here there's multiple ways that you can go about it. One is just to spray it down and then just wipe it down. Be careful with your hands, don't stick it in there too fast. That's what she said, because then you might jam some fingers or cut yourself. Again, and you want to work like, you want to pull this back to expose this plastic areas, because there's gonna be dust and debris and gunk in there as well. And then you want to get this buckle here and just clean around it as such, and then boom, that looks good. Again, I'm only concerned about the plastic, not the fabric. And then if you need to, you'll get this brush here and just clean wherever it needs to be cleaned. Maybe get your other brush and work around this dust area if there's any dust here. So wipe that down. Alright, so on these next clips, I'm just showing you that regardless if you're using a steamer or a brush, whether you're using an expensive or an inexpensive brush, you can get the same results as long as you know what you're doing. So the McCulloch, it's 200 bucks. Is it gonna work? Yes. The Vapor Clean, which is 1,000 bucks, is it gonna work? Yes. With just using brushes and APC, is it gonna work? Yes. Now, are there gonna be pros and cons or nuances to each whenever you use it? Yes, like with the Vapor Clean, I mean the steam's gonna come out super strong. It's gonna hold a longer steam, and you're gonna be able to get just quicker results as compared to the McCulloch that's weaker in steam. The pressure's not there. It spits out some water more than steam sometimes. So yes, you can get the same results between all alternative methods that you use. It's just sticking to it throughout the entire detail to get the results that you want. Now when it comes to cleaning the B-pillars, if it's not that bad, let's say it's more of dust and debris that's on there and it really just needs a wipe down, I will use a steamer to kind of just quickly go down the pillar just to kind of loosen up that debris and wipe it down. If there's actual like gunk on there, I will use a steamer on specific parts to kind of break it up, and I will follow it up with a brush. If not, I'll first start with a towel, and if the towel takes it off, then I'll skip the brush part. So this is like a very, like, you can go whatever route you want depending on the condition of the plastic surface. Again, like whether you can apply this to different parts of the plastic. It's not just like this B-pillar is the only thing that I do this method. Whatever plastic part you see fit based on the condition. So now for the plastic portions of the seat rails, I'm going to first steam it just to break off any loose debris, any loose gunk. Then I'm going to spray it down with APC. I'm going to wipe it down, then brush off any excess steam or anything that may have missed with the brushes. So I'm plugging and playing with all different brushes, tools, products, just to get the results that I want. Again, like the plastic pieces can be cleaned in whatever method. It's just based on the condition. That's the important part, just based on the condition. Not every plastic surface has to be agitated. Some can be wiped down. Some can just be steamed. It just depends on the condition. You don't have to do the same thing every single time if it's not needed. And that's gonna wrap up this video. Again, it's plastic surfaces, not the craziest thing in the world, not the hardest thing to do in detailing, but this is what I do and how I do it on different surfaces based on the condition. So hopefully you took something away from it. If you didn't, then just go ahead and dislike this video. And if you didn't, also, why did you watch the whole video? You should have clicked away a long time ago. So other than that, we'll wrap it up right here. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave those in the comment section. I'll try to get to them or address them in an IG live. So make sure you're following me on Detail Groove, or I'll make another video at some point. So leave those in the comment section. Check the description box for all those links to the guides and the products, and I'll see you guys on the next one.